Okay, real quick before we get into the video, if you want to purchase my book or do a one-on-one or be a part of the live streams, then just go to the description. It's all there. But there was a certain quote that really caught my attention that he says, when you imagine, you may include others, but do not think in terms of influence. Rather, think only in terms of clarity of form. And this is very crucial because when you imagine people in your mind, you do, in a sense, want them to mirror you. You know, if you became the person you wanted to be and you had a friend, I'm assuming they would probably feel good about you being the one you wanted to be. And Neville would say he would have people look at him in his mind and they would sort of look happy for him. But he wasn't trying to influence them and he wasn't trying to necessarily control them. He was simply trying to see it clearly because that's all you would do normally. And another example is if you're trying to hear something, don't think in terms of controlling the person and controlling their mouth or influencing them in some way. Just hear it clearly. Whatever you're trying to hear, whatever good news you want to hear, just hear it clearly. Don't do anything but make it clear to you. That's all you have to do. Participate in the clarity of it. That's what I would suggest. And so like the practice is it's very much you enter yourself and then you imagine it, right? And it being your desire or whatever it is, it being the thing you want to hear, whatever you're identifying as your savior, whatever will save you. And you imagine having it or seeing it or being it and feeling it, accepting it. And then when you leave yourself, you will leave you will leave from yourself from the inside and you come back into the world of reason, into the world of your senses. And you walk trusting in what you have done internally. You remain loyal to what you've done. That's faith. You remain loyal to this unseen reality, to what you've imagined. And if it externalizes itself, let's say it does externalize itself, then it externalizes itself in this realm we call reality. Well, if that's the case, then really where is reality being held at? It'd be within us. If what I'm doing in me, by my faith in what I've done in me, externalizes itself into this realm, like I said, we call reality, then where is this realm reality really being held at? It's all in us. And it's important that we see that it's in us. And speaking of it being in us, of this world of imagination, when you're walking in the world of Caesar, or the world of senses, you know your government name. You know your friends, you know their names, you know what job you have and what you do, and you know to pay your taxes and all of that. You understand how this realm works or this world works. But when you go internally, I want you to be almost like an explorer and ask yourself who you are within yourself. You know, what is your name here? You'll find that it's not a name you have that you utter with lips. It's an awareness. It's a dreamer that's behind every dream, or the thinker behind every thought, however you want to word it. But, really ask yourself, who am I in here? What can I do in here? And you start to explore, and you start to see that you are more than just the little thoughts you've been thinking. Who am I really? How far can I go in here? Where can I take my faith? What can I imagine about myself? About another, and just do it. Don't worry about externalizing it. Just do it. Whatever it is you want to do it inside. And you'll see you have this power that's always been in you. You might think it's outside of you at some moments in your life. You might forget, as we all do, but just try to come back. That's all that's really being done here is we're coming back to within ourselves. And you want to give yourself the thing, whatever it is you want, before you have it externally. It is believe that you have received it, and you will. So I first have to believe I've received it. Have faith that I have it before I do. Is that possible? Can you do that? You have to ask yourself these questions. If you're going to test this, is it possible for me to assume I have something before I do? How would I go about testing that? Well, Neville says to think in terms of clarity of form. I don't try to control people and make it come my way. I assume inside myself that I have it, and if I want to see it, I see a clear picture of me having it. I partake and participate in that imaginal experience. And then, as we said, after you leave your internal world, you come into this world of the senses, and to the world of reason. You walk in your trust in what you've done, because you did some work. You've moved somewhere internally. You've done something. You went from one position to a new position in that moment. Now, do you trust that? That's the question. Do you remain loyal to and who you really remain loyal to? If you remain loyal to what you've imagined and you're one with your imagination, then you're remaining loyal to yourself. You're just trusting yourself. But you're trusting yourself from an imaginal standpoint, which is technically what you always do, but a little bit different. We're trying to be more creative in this. We're not just following logically what one should do. We're trying to go beyond our logic, our rationality, our reason, whatever you want to call that keeps you bound, that doesn't allow you to explore your mind, that doesn't allow you to feel the fulfillment within yourself. Whatever that is, when you overcome that obstacle, and if we start to see that after overcoming that obstacle, that what you've imagined starts to appear in your world, then where is this world really being held? It's held in us. Now, just take what's being said here and just contemplate on it. You don't necessarily have to believe it. Just think about it. Take some time to wonder about reality, and where is reality being held at? Are we really the ones who are creating this world that we're in? On some level, we're animating it that we're unaware of, that's sustaining it. And then there's another level where we're actually not just, well, some of us are reactive to it, but some of us are proactive. And the ones who are proactive, there's some level of you that is inputting things into it through your imagination, through what you're doing internally. You're not simply responding to a world anymore. You're trying to act upon it, but trying to act upon a world like this, it's like trying to act upon a dream. It seems counterintuitive, because really what you should do is not necessarily force people or force things. You need to change what you're dreaming. You need to change you. And that's really how I see reality. It seems to be like a dream. That's the closest thing I could call reality. It's like a dream. And we're told that this dream changes by our faith, which is the assurance of things unseen, the confidence in things imagined. Can you be confident in what you've imagined? It's unseen to everybody, but to you, you saw it. Can you trust in what you saw? Yes, you saw it with your imaginal eyes, but do you trust your imaginal eyes? Do you trust these things? And what you'll see is the more and more you trust your eyes, your imaginal ears, your imaginal mouth, the more you trust in the imaginal you. The one that doesn't have a government name. It has no name. The only name it has is I am, but that's not a title. It's an awareness of being. A present tense awareness of being, if you want to say that, if you want to get detailed. But you should explore yourself. Explore your imagination as if you're exploring a piece of land in a forest. Go for a walk inside your imagination and see what you can do in there. But that's all I have for this one. I hope that this kind of helps you contemplate a bit and gives you something to think about. The same one you're doubting is the same one you're going to have to trust, and that's yourself. But take care.